How's it going, everybody? It's that time again. It's Kinema, and we are doing some more modded Minecraft on the V4Variety server. Yeah, and that is a helicopter behind me. Not in game, in real life, kinda. So that's really loud. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but if you can, ignore it. Ignore it now. Yeah. So. More stuff's been happening. I went ahead and built another building. It is up here. Real basic looking. Not much going on with it. Not like that. Same materials. You can see it. Looks a little plain. I kind of want to spruce up the front part of it some. Got the sides. I use some of these carpenter's blocks. You can just tap them with a hammer, and they go in kind of like a half block. Give it a little bit more texture there. I like it. And then the roof, I really went basic. Don't look at the roof. Got lights up there. Those are half slabs, so nothing would spawn anyway. Use the fur door. Yeah, so we got this thing. So I wanted to kind of rebuild my inventory system. Now, I did an episode on this before the last one, but I didn't really like the quality. And since I was going to move everything, I went ahead and I figured I'd just re-record it. So I already got a lot of the other pieces that we need. But let's talk about the mod first. I'm going to use ProjectRed. And the reason why is usually when I think of inventory system and I think of mod in Minecraft, I go for applied energistics. But this, I looked at it, you got to make the meteorite compass. You don't have to. You could find meteorites on your own, or you could stick with a compass. The compass gets annoying after a while because they kind of track towards the center, and they almost track to the sky blocks themselves. And so even after you loot the chest in the middle, they still track that spot sometimes. So it kind of gets a little annoying, but you can find them through your travels. But then you need these inscribers. The inscriber. Look at this. A resonant machine frame. The upgrades are not that hard. I actually did make one of the upgrades. This is where it gets a little tricky because, emerald. I haven't even found emeralds yet. And, Endurium. This would be 4, so that would be, 4 Endurium bars. So you need to start stocking up on some ender pearls for some of this stuff, but there's some other things I'd like to make with the Endurium. So not sure on that. Let alone, I guess some of these other things. I mean, yeah, look at this. Quantum core. Nether stars. So we can't even get into making any controller to get into some of the auto crafting and stuff without killing the wither. That seems a little crappy. This is fine. Yeah, we got the presses, but scratch all of this. This is in-game stuff. What do we got for this? The energy acceptor? Yeah, quantum core for just the energy acceptor. For the vibrant, that's a lot of ender pearls going into these. It's like a block a piece is an ender pearl for Ender IO. So yeah, I'm not even gonna look at that anymore until we actually get to the end. And so I was looking at other inventory systems, and I actually like ProjectRed. Now, it used to be buggy. There's some things about it that I used to not like, but it's actually probably one of the easiest inventory systems out there, and it actually works pretty good on here. And I can show you some little tricks to it. But it used to be kind of slow. You have your pipes, and then you have these little chips you have to make. But I remember you always used to have to upgrade the chips. And in this, they got rid of them. So I find that they actually made it easier than, for it being expert mode, this actually is easier than it used to be, which is interesting. So to make this to start with, you need to make these pipes. So regular transfer pipes, stone, and a glass pane. Make 16 of them. It's very, very, very simple. Then, for some of the stuff, you need to make this junction. Now, you may wonder what these little Alumar things are. Infused silicone. Some of this stuff, some diamonds, it may look difficult. That makes 16 of those. It's really not. Infused silicone surrounded by redstone. Make this, that. So a block of coal kind of gets you one of these, which gets you the, the one thing that you can kind of cut down. You get tons of silicone from it. So I actually made a bunch of these, and I still have tons left. So silicone, not a problem. These little Lumar things, it's just dye and glowstone. Go into Nether if you can. If you have flight, it's really easy. Go get as much glowstone as you can get, and these things are cake. Go find a desert, go get a bunch of cactus for that. Red. So if you looked down below, it's nighttime. Don't want any baddies coming. If you look down below, as I was looking through some of my chests, you may notice tons and tons of flowers, and all these red flowers, these pink ones. I looted the Minecraft ones. There are some out there, I think close to Septic Blue's build. There is a huge, huge, huge flower biome. So I got tons of those. I got some of the wildflowers. These are biomes of plenty, but these are still nice because they will break down in the Minecraft dye, the magenta, which you need. And then I got some others, so we've got some orange and stuff. So you want to make sure you get plenty of red, plenty of orange, plenty of green with the cactus, and plenty of magenta. And you get blue, you get lapis, and then mixed in with the green. So you want to make a couple of things starting off. First off, you want to make these non-logic little, these things. Null logic routing chips. These are the center of all of these chips. So you want to make a bunch of these. Pretty easy. You can use gold nuggets. You can use so 1 bar of gold and end up making 3 of these. Very simple. And paper. So make sure to get some sugar cane. You can also use the gold coins that you find in some of the loot bags, which is pretty easy. It's what I've been using because I had a whole bunch of those gold coins. Made a bunch of these guys, and then this goes in here. And then look at this orange Alumar. You too. So the orange is actually pretty simple. Just 2 glowstone, 2 orange, mix 1. That's why if you get tons of those flowers, you can go ahead and make that. Very easy. Very, very easy. So you get this iron, and bam, you got one of these. Now you have to, I would make a bunch of these. You'll see why in a minute. I'll explain it. You also want to make these item broadcast chips, and same thing. Gold, you got this. The purple, or the magenta, you want to make these. 2 glowstone, 2 magenta makes 1 of those. So of course you need a lot of dye. But if you have a flower biome, flower force. Now, I did try with a mortar and pestle, whatever, and I had it here someplace. And the Botanica, I always put a C in it, Botania flowers, and it doesn't work. It used to, but it doesn't seem to now. At least it didn't work for me, but I don't know. So we did that. So you want to make, as you can see, I have 10 of each of these, the responder chips, the broadcaster chips. I have 5 extractor chips. I don't really need that. I had some of these made at the last place. So you don't really need those. We do have some of the regular item transport pipes. Now, anytime you put a joint or a junction, you want to make sure you have one of these junctions. But the other reason why you want to make a couple stacks, like a couple of these, 16, I think I made like 32. But you use these in these other ones. Now, the crafting one you can't make, which is a shame because I kind of wanted to test this one out. But you do want to make any time you want a connection to an item, whether it be a chest, whether it be one of some of those drawers that are in here, you need one of these interface pipes. And this is what you actually attach the chips to. And this is for gold nuggets or the coins around one of the junction pipes and 4 redstone. Very, very simple. So very easy. So you want to make some of those. You also want to make at least one. Now I have multiple of these request pipes. Now this is 2 diamonds, redstone, and the junction pipe. So very simple. Now you used to have like different utilities and stuff to be able to add these upgrades. You don't need those now. These things actually work pretty fast without any upgrades. I did go ahead and run a pipe through here. So what I will end up doing is let's hook up one of these guys. Let's hook up something that doesn't have a whole lot in it. All of these do. We could do that one. I hate having all these water bottles. They don't stack. But now none of these really have a hole. Let's hook this thing up. So eventually we're going to move them all anyway. So basically we want to come down here. We want to get an interface pipe. We want to slap that interface pipe right on the chest. Okay. So now that we got that on here, we want to pull from this. So what I'm basically going to do. What did I do with my other chest? 3 chests right there. Basically what I'm going to do is an easy way to get all of this stuff up there is just go ahead and transport it. So with that being said, we got this, we got this. Now we just need to put in, and I don't know, did I show the extractor? I don't know if I showed the extractor chip. Extractor chip is pretty simple. It's cyan, which is just lapis and cactus green dye for that. And you already have some because you needed it to make this right here. So if you just cook up a bunch of cactus, you'll get these. But these extractor chips are very cool because you can hook them up to machines and other stuff. And as long as you put an extractor chip in it, it will pull things out of the machine and right into your inventory system. So iron, 3 redstone, 4 of those guys. So if you just right click anywhere on here, you can then put it in. Or another little trick is if you have it in your hotbar and you just right click, it drops it in there. Now, if you right click and not on a pipe, you get to configure these things. Now you always want, these are always defaulted to whitelist. We don't want to whitelist anything. We want to keep it on blacklisted because this way nothing is being blacklisted. So everything should flow through this chip. We can, if we wanted some things to go in certain chests, we can kind of default that by adding filters, but we don't want that. So the other thing, the extract orientation, just I leave it on default. I don't ever really change that. But you can change a whole stack of these at a time. And then, if you need to go and change something else, then you can do that. On these other ones, same difference. You want to go ahead and set the filter to blacklist. You want to set a preferences. You always want to put some type of priority here. I always just put 1 on everything. And then orientation, I just leave at default. And we did the same for the this. So blacklist and preference 1. So now what we can do is, now that we got this, we got all of this stuff basically being told that it needs to extract it from here. So if we come up and look at that nice sunset. Nothing's good. No baddies are up here. We'll come in here and I need to figure out a way. So what my main thought, okay. So what my main thought process is I do need to have it where these things are behind the chest. So I kind of want to do, maybe them staggered a little bit. So not put them exactly down on the ground, but kind of up like this. And I could put the chest like that. I may go ahead and put them in between, but they will actually connect. So I made these little covers with using the diamond saw, and you can actually attach these right on there. That way you can kind of put more in between them. So it depends on how you want this to flow. I think I'm going to have it flow kind of up and down for now. Do the same thing over there, and we'll do this. So this gives us 15 spots for these diamond chests. Should be plenty. And now we want to go ahead, and I'm going to disguise a lot of this. For right now, I'm not. So I'm just going to put it right over here. I'm not going to hook that one up yet. And the same with this. So we can put that, and put this down like that. And like that. Okay, and this kind of comes over and oops. And we'll just loop it back down. You know, for right now, let's run it out. So we want to take one of these other things, and it is a request pipe. So we can take the request pipe, and actually let's go ahead and put some chest here. Oop, we don't want to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and put these chips in here. So let's doom, 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 bump, 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 and bump. So that gave us 10 basically chips or sections for chest. Okay, and we don't need to do anything with those yet. We got this. Let's go ahead and put the other 2 diamond chests on here. Okay, so we have these connected. Okay, and I'm going to clean this up too. I'm gonna clean up to hide these cables so you can't really see anything. I think I may run this down into the floor and pop it up on do like a center control panel here when you first walk in the room. Probably somewhere here. And then I may run this under the floor too. We'll see. So now that we have that, we got everything set up. If we put a pipe right there, it's going to connect the whole system up. So now it's going to start extracting items from that chest that has the thing on downstairs and dump it right in here. So the nice thing about this is it actually looks for where it can put items and then goes to the next chest. So once this one fills up, which it is a diamond chest down there too, so it should fill up the space as well, then it will kind of flow into the next one. Okay, so what we can do, since we know we have 3 chests here currently, we can come back down here. And see, it's just sucking that stuff right on out. We can go ahead to this chest beside it and pop that in there, pop that in there, and just go ahead and right click some more extractor chips. Now, what that's doing, as you see there, causing a lot of chaos. It's extracting all of these things. Ooh, we do have some emeralds. I did not realize. And this is still, you see, this one's empty now. So now we can go in here and we can break that. We can break that one. Oh, give it back. No. That's annoying. Okay. So is this empty? Yeah, this is empty. So we can break this one. And this one is almost empty. Okay. So that's done. So now we can break that. So we got these all taken care of. I'm going to go ahead, break these. Let's pull the chips out of here. One thing I kind of made a mistake on is if you break these with your hammer, I wasn't getting the actual chips back. So all those responder chips and stuff, I actually had to remake, which was pretty annoying. Not that it's difficult. I had the materials for it. It's just, it's the fact that you had it and you had to kind of remake it. So we have 3 more chests we can put right on those. You can see this one, it's got a little bit more space down here. It basically filled in any gaps that it had in some of the other ones. Reason why I like kind of using diamond chests is you can kind of sort them a little bit, but you don't need to worry about this. You don't really need to worry about what's in these chests. You never need to open them, because now that you have the broadcaster and the responder, you can come over to this request pipe, right click. That tells you every single item, and you can search. So let's search for iron. Anything that has to do with iron. We got some iron, we got blocks of iron, we got some pulverized iron, all that in here. And then we can just say, okay, well, I want to request some of it. Now, I was supposed to grab a chest. Let me do that real quick. Now that we got 3 more, really 3.5, less than 3.5 slots, we can go ahead and hook up. Let's hook up 3 more chests and actually make sure that we grab another chest. And I'm gonna grab this nice. I'm gonna grab this nice reinforced one. There we go. So, what's in these? Let's get these other ones. So the request pipes. We got the cards. Put it on there. Put cards in it. And voila. And it's going to just start. So instead of making tons of trips, I didn't really have a preference on. That's why I put the storage system right kind of above where I had that. So it could, it could kind of do that. So it's going to start. Okay, it's already filled this one up. We can do that. You can see, same thing. It's dumping everything in here. Now, if it finds stuff, it probably put something in. Yeah, it probably put some stuff in there. Is it feeding that one? Yep. So if it does find any gaps in here, like hang glider, it just put another one in here. If it finds any gaps, it will actually kind of fill it in as it's coming through here. And you can kind of see, like it just put something in there because it turned orange. It just put something in here. So it's very, very cool. Very nice system. I know some people said this could cause a lot of lag. Why we're up here. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, but then again, I don't know if it's just me. So let's say we wanted something out of here. Let's say we wanted some iron. Okay. So now that it's got iron, you can go ahead and let's request a chest plate and submit. Or let's say we wanted actually iron blocks and we wanted 64 of those. We can hit submit, and it keeps a number in there. So then we say, okay, well, let's want 64. Or you can click all. Okay, let's say we want all pulverized iron. You can see it's pulling it right on out, zooming around in here, and it drops it right in there. So I'm going to actually put this back in the chest downstairs. So what you can do is you can actually set up 2. You can set up a chest that is an insert chest, basically. So like here, let's go ahead and let's put the stuff back. Okay. Let's grab these cards. And like I said, you don't have to. I've broke some of these plenty of times without it, but the fear of losing some of my stuff kind of sucks. Okay, so we have that. I want to put those back, I guess, before. Is this one full? No. We'll do that. It should be fine. It should have plenty of room. Got that going. Let's get up there quick. I want to get up here before it starts filling up these chests. You see it's going in that last one. Okay. Oh, yep, just in time. We needed it for here. So now it's going to go in these. And you notice we only have the cards here. We don't have the cards here. So I really only want to put one more chest up here before getting a lot of these items. And that's all it... Okay, that's all it did out of all of those. So we got one in there. It did fill this one up. That's right, because it's weaving. So we do have... We could technically do 1 and 2 more chests down there and get the rest of the stuff up. But yeah, you can see that inventory system is actually pretty amazing for... I mean, the heavy cost of just dyes, it's worth it to me. And you can do a lot of cool things that we're going to probably touch base on. I got to do another build before we get into some cooler stuff. Want to do something for a lot of the machines and some type of building. Okay, see that one is full. But we can go right ahead, put that in there. So definitely want to get some type of build for a lot of the different machines. And then it will also free up. Okay, so this is where those intersections actually come in play, because you see how it keeps jumping. And we don't want that. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these pipes. I'm going to put the rest of these pipes in here. Let me go up and set another... some of these things are just going to run out of space probably. I need to put it right up there. So that kind of gives it... Oh no, we still got plenty of room in here. Doing good. So we still have 5 more. We got those chests down there. I'm just going to put these 2 in here. I don't want to put these on here yet. I want to make 5 more sets of cards. And I do have, I think I already have some of the, I got 8 more of these. So 8 more. So I need to make just 2 more of those chips. Now, the one thing you can actually do, request. Okay. Is for right now, since I do have everything still down here and a little bit of power, I've been taking those up and charging them when I need to. That's where I'm getting all the power from. We have this chest that they just emptied. That's good. We got nothing else down this way. So let's clear these out. Okay. And let's take this one. Looks like a good chest. It's a good chest. Let's take this one. Let's put right here for right now. And let's put a request pipe on it. Now we can go ahead and... Did I say I had another thing up there? I think so. So I could do that and put this in there. Start emptying out this and it will go up there as well. Should be plenty of room for that. Because that wasn't a full chest. But now I can actually request down here. So let's say I did need these 14 wool. It will pull it. There it goes. It will pull it from up there. And then go back. And it takes it back up. So while I still have all these chests down here and everything, it's kind of worked. So now I can request items from up there in my storage room and put the rest of the stuff. These snowballs I may try to convert into snow blocks before moving them up there. But yeah, so that's going to be I think that's going to do it. I think... Oh. Ow. That is ProjectRed, and I there's something about this inventory system. I kind of like it a lot. It's very easy to use, simple to set up. All it takes are those, these cables. Like I said, you can interface, and you'll see some more tricks that I'm going to do with these later in the series. But you can do a lot. And these pipes, in request pipes, I'm probably going to put all throughout my different builds until we get into some of the AE stuff and some of the wireless stuff. But for now, these things, not the carrots, these pipes and the builds and everything actually is going to be, I never have to open these chests now. I just come up here, say what I want. If I want all 32 blocks of diamonds, we got all this iron, we got 32 blocks of diamonds. And how much room do we have? Oh, we still got plenty of room in there. So eventually I'll probably break everything down. I'll probably get these. I did these blocks to move, for the diamonds, for the iron. Did I have any more blocks of like steel and stuff? I know I had for redstone. Sometimes it helps with crafting to have like actual blocks, but other times, it kind of, people do it to save space, and that's kind of what I did, because you missed. Ow. Nope. How'd you get me? Well, that's annoying. You want to fly? Oh, you want to fall? You want to fall off the side? You want to fall. I should see. This is like the worst time to die. Okay. He shouldn't be able to get up there. At least I hope not. And we'll put those diamonds back. Yeah, we'll put those back in there like that. So it's very cool. I love this inventory system. It will definitely work out for what I need it to for right now. But I'm going to go try to kill a skeleton without dying. So, or I may just wait until day. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kenema. If you really liked the episode, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe. So, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.